Welcome to Marketing Fridays, episode 8. Today we're going to be talking very briefly about the main difference between Google and Facebook advertising so that you, as a small business, can understand what you should be thinking about when you're trying to decide whether you should use Google or Facebook. All right, let me jump right into it. All right, so Google and Facebook, they're two different platforms. They're two of the biggest uh, marketplaces, let's call them, for doing digital advertising today. They take about 70% of all of the entire online digital advertising space, which means pretty much everyone or most companies are doing their ads either on Facebook or on Google. The first scenario is based on a search. So we all know this as search engine marketing or SEM, and that's scenario one where somebody has an actual problem or they want to search for something and a solution. So we all go to Google and we type in whatever we're looking for. And then scenario two, in general, it's what's called display advertising, where you see an ad, okay, that you're not really looking for it. So usually they used to be back in the days display ads. They were physical graphics that you could see. Today on Facebook, they're basically through a post. So there's a combination of text and an image, and now there's also a call to action. So they're definitely different than they used to be. But in this case, we're going to talk about only Facebook ads as opposed to the rest of the other types of ads that could be such as Twitter ads or display banners or many of the other display advertising. Um, but the important thing that I want to highlight here for you to know as a small business is that one of the most important things is that people, when they're either on Google or on Facebook, they have a totally different mindset. They might be doing both at the same time or switching back and forth, but the reality is that when people are on Google, they're actually going there and typing something that they're looking for, right? They're looking for a solution. They're looking for ways to solve a problem. So their mindset is much more open to looking at specific solutions that they might find online, right? Because they're looking for them. But when they're on Facebook, in this case, they're not really looking to try to find a solution to anything. They're there to be social, to see what's up with their community, see what their friends are up to. So the mindset is completely different. And you have to keep this in mind because depending on the product or service that you're offering, when you keep this in mind, you might decide Facebook isn't really the right platform to advertise, or it is because people might not think about it or they might not be looking for us, but if we show them something, they might be interested. For example, let's say that it is Valentine's Day, and I didn't really think about typing in flower shops in San Diego, but I might be looking through my Facebook feed and I might see the local San Diego flower shop company and be like, oh, okay, I'm going to click on it. They might have a special and I might go buy some flowers, right? So in this case, for example, it works. But let's say that I'm looking for a very specific type of, I don't know, lawyer, right? For patents lawyer. I mean, more likely than not, I'm going to go to Google and search for San Diego patent lawyers. So in this case, I'm more likely to click on the links there and actively look for somebody who can help me. So that's the main difference. Now let's show you what happens, and you obviously might know this, but when you go to Google at the very top in today's newest format for 2017, now there's only ads at the top and at the bottom of the organic results. There's no longer any ads showing up on the sidebar, which is what used to show up. So there would be ads on the top and on the side and on the bottom. So now there's only at the top and on the bottom. The reason they did that is they wanted to keep their mobile and their desktop search looking the same. So you go to Google, you type in something, and then usually the 3 or 4 results at the very top are the advertisements. Usually you can see a little thing that says ads. And if the advertiser is doing it right, they're most likely going to send you to a landing page as opposed to just their website, right? Because they want you to do something specific. They want you to either sign up for something or request information or request a physical meeting or to attend a webinar or whatever the company's advertising. Some ads simply do take you to their website and that's it, and they hope that you're going to look around and sign up or contact them or maybe give them a call. But the truth is that these days, if you're doing marketing right, you should be using a landing page, but that's for another topic. And then what happens, of course, when you're looking at the organic results, the ones that are not ads, the ones that are free, when you click on them, they're going to just take you to whatever it is that you're looking for. So that's usually almost all the time simply a website or a blog or whatever it is that you found. So that's organic, and that's pretty much all there is to it. The reason that people do Google Ads is because they're not ranking for free on the organic or the free results. So in that case, you do need to pay to be basically listed at the top. That's kind of how it works. But for example, our company, we prefer to use search engine optimization by creating a lot of content, which is part of content marketing. So we produce a lot of content, and then when people are searching for uh, some of the solutions or things related to what we do, they'll be able to find us, and that really helps us rank naturally or organically on Google. And when it comes to Facebook ads, this is kind of how it works. When you're looking at an ad, and this is right here, the ad that you can see right here. Um, the ad just looks just like a regular Facebook post, like any of your friends might post something with a picture, but it does say sponsored, so that you do know it's actually an ad. When you see the ad, there's usually three things that can happen today. You can either be taken to what's called now a Facebook lead ad, and it's basically a pop-up that shows up within Facebook on your mobile phone, and now also, as of not that long ago, the same pop-up form can actually show up on the desktop version of Facebook, not just on the mobile phone. And the amazing thing about these Facebook lead ads is that they already come pre-populated with your name or email, so you don't actually have to type in anything. The moment that you click on the button of the ad on Facebook, it'll pop up this and say, hey, you want to learn more? It could ask you a few questions to answer, but for sure your contact information, like your name and email, and maybe phone number, they're already pre-populated there. So all you got to do is click, submit button or continue one or two times, and that's it. The advertiser automatically will have all of your information. So this is a really great new method that a lot of people that are doing Facebook ads are using, and so are we, because it's really, really effective. The other two options is to take people to a landing page, which again, the landing page is the place where you want people to do something very specifically, like sign up. They usually have only one call to action button that you want them to press. Otherwise, if you have a regular website, they're going to just be pressing all over the place, and they're going to be, lost, and they will not be converting into a user so that you can get their information. But the other place you could still send, if you don't want to go through the creating a landing page, is simply sending them to your website, right? But once they go to your website, they will get lost, because I'm going to assume that your website has a lot of different pages and a lot of different things that they can click on. So that's the reason they're usually not good for sending paid traffic to it. So that's pretty much it. Those are really the differences between Facebook and Google. So just keep in mind, it's all about the state of mind that people are in. On Facebook, they're not looking for things. On Google, they're totally looking for things, so they're more likely to be more qualified. And that's the key. People that are going to be getting leads through Google will be getting leads that naturally are more qualified, because there are people looking for a solution. But if you get leads through Facebook, they might not be just as qualified. All right? Well, hope that helped. Again, this is Jaime Macach from Luminari, digital marketing and creative agency in San Diego. Please leave any comments that you have or questions below, and I'll definitely be answering them. I wish you a great weekend and hope to see you in the next episode. Bye bye.